Hi, I'm Susan Winter for susanwinter.net, and I want to clear up something for women that is very confusing, and oftentimes they personalize this and think there's something wrong with themselves. But the truth about men is that they awaken to the ability to love. We tend to think if we are dating guys that have not awakened yet to love, and we see that they can't love us, or they're not getting into a relationship, yes, they're with us, they're sleeping with us, we think somehow that we are at fault, that we're not worthy of it, or that we're not pretty enough, or we're not something enough, engaging enough. And the truth is that men tend to awaken to the concept of valuing love. So let's think of how they're built. They start off with tons of hormones and one directive to sleep with women. That's overriding. Not only is there social pressure in that they'll be accepted by their guy friends, but it's a marker of their identity that they can draw women. So their impulse is to sleep with women, and they keep sleeping with women and sleeping with women, and they like women, and they like some women better than others. And they're there, but they're not really there. And slowly, they start to feel more feelings. They start awakening to some tenderness. Oftentimes, they have a dalliance with a woman. It ends, it's messy. They have time apart, and they miss that tenderness. They miss these other things. Not the sex. They actually miss how they felt when they were with her. They miss the feelings that they have, that they experienced in her presence and in time shared with her, that they don't feel in their private time alone. And they start to develop an association that this kind of feeling is rewarding. I like this. They awaken slowly, woman by woman, to the understanding that there is more that they want. Because having worked with as many men as I have, I see this awakening. Either the woman that they didn't really see fully leaves them and they suddenly get that slam. Wow, I really screwed up. And now they're desperate to get her back. Or incrementally, I've watched guy friends of mine, world-class Casanovas, sleep with a girl, just keep sleeping with her, start to develop feelings, and she's tired of the ride. She blows him off, it gets chaotic, and he moves on to somebody else and has a little bit stronger feelings, until finally they have that experience. Heartbreak. Because it almost takes the heart to be broken, cracked open, for a man to really know what that other thing is. He thinks he wants the sex. He literally believes most of his life that's what he wants, until he's awakened to that sweetness, the tenderness, the nurturing. That is what he craves, but it's an evolution. And if you are meeting men that are not yet at that point, it doesn't matter who you are. It's not about how you look. It's not about how you are in bed. It's not about your job. It's not about anything. They literally have scales in front of their eyes. So a lot of it is timing. And you may be the one where they woke up and now they're scrambling to get back at you. And you don't think it's real, but it could indeed be real. They have to awaken. So timing with a man is very important. Now with young men, you can be their first love because they come in unguarded, they're exposed to the totality of you, and they're blown away and they experience what is capable for them at the time to know as love. And then a difficult passage is where men have loved, invested in a relationship, maybe even got married and divorced, heartbreak, and they're reluctant to ever love again. So understand that men go in cycles. It's not necessarily about what you're not. You can be the greatest woman in the world. If he hasn't awakened to what that is, he'll never be able to see it in you. It's not about you. So understand that men are in a process as they mature. And look for a man that has experienced some heartache, that has been in a relationship, that has had emotions but isn't so damaged that he never packaged and processed it and has just closed down. You're looking for a man who knows the sweetness of a relationship and values it. That's your safest bet. Just needed to tell you that because most times it's not about you. Thank you very much. It's Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. And if you prefer to hear this on podcast, tune into the Susan Winter Show. Thank you.